How y'all doing? L.A.R movement still moving. Um, Sit back for a second, because I really don't want to talk about this just yet, because I was waiting. But the Trayvon Martin situation is what this blog is about. Everybody know it was a murder. Everybody know the cops trying to cover it up. Everybody know that eventually they're gonna make it a federal case. And I think everybody realistically know that, you know, whoever, something's gonna happen to George Zimmerman legally in the near future. Um, here's the point though. As far as there's no reason to go over what happened at this particular point because people should know by now. But this is what people need to get the most of. Ever since Barack Obama became the president, you know, racist white people gotten more racist. They've been buying guns and making scenarios in their head for the race war that they want to create. You know, just the racist ones. I mean, and some people are just buying them because they scared because they seeing people just losing their minds. Now, saying that, I'm gonna say this: coming from the hood of a black neighborhood, growing up in black neighborhoods, the one thing I do know about the police and the and racist white people who think they're entitled to the whole earth when you come around is they for the most part like messing with teenagers and since some of us age real slow, people that look like teenagers. So racism is funny because that's the issue with this guy who's 200 and something pounds and 10 years older than him on telling people they always get away. How the hell would he know? He see racist white people have a funny way of swearing that they know black people, knowing they don't hang around black people. They've never been around us. They never come in our neighborhoods. But this is how they really know. I'm gonna give you an example. This is where they get they stuff from. I was a kid living in Baltimore, and I was a kid living on the west side of Chicago. See, white people who are racist have a tendency in the wee hours of the night, when normal people in our neighborhood sleeping, they out there fucking with the drug dealers. They out there messing with the prostitutes. They sneaking in the neighborhood at night because they're, cowards and criminals themselves, and they trying to hide and get their fixes for, and all their vices. And they come across brothers and sisters who they think they just gonna play in a crime element and get their head smashed in. And then all of a sudden they become what? Oh, they always do that. They always get away with stuff. No, no, no. You're a crook. You're doing crooked stuff in the middle of the night. And you think that criminals do not trust the law when you're dealing with crime. So you're getting your head knocked in. And you know it. And you hide behind that as a coward for justification for everything else. Now, past that. The bullying is usually with grown men trying to bully teenagers, young adults, or brothers that are smaller in stature. I've always known that. I mean, if you, what I would like to say to the brothers out here is, look, maybe we should start making a blog about how old were you the first time the cops or a white guy who felt threatened pulled a gun on you. Because I can promise you, about 85, 90% of brothers got that story. Ain't no different. Even black men that's police officers now got that story. So the fact that this dude could do what he did, for one, and blame it on self-defense when he got 100 pounds on somebody, 10 years on somebody, and he wanted to make sure he could murder somebody. Because, see, a lot of times the history goes like this. The reason why we get murdered at such a high rate is not black on black crime. I mean, just use your brain for a second. Cops kill brothers all the time. Why? And what line did they use? Self-defense. I was in fear for my life. You remember? I mean, before he got killed, it was the young brother in Oakland that got killed from the police. He got shot up by a few times for bus fare. It was the one that got shot in the subway station in Oakland or whatever. When they shot him in the back of the head, say it was the taser. Or what about, it was one young man who got chased down and gunned down in Miami around that time. You know, cops kill young black men all the time. You can blame it on gang violence if you want to. You can blame it on black crime if you want to. The crime statistic that nobody ever counts is law enforcement on people. And we know what the deal is, because how many times do you see white people committing crimes with weapons in their hands, with guns drawn, and they don't shoot them? They talk to them. Put it down, sir. Don't do that. Stop it. Okay, we're going to... You got to... It's protocol. They don't do that with us. Do they? Do they? Ask anybody. Do they? Brother got a knife in his hand? Shoot him. Brother got a gun in his hand? Shoot him. Brother got Skittles in his pocket? Shoot him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how many times we know what the deal is? So to be truth, that's why I think we need to just brothers. We need to come together and just reinstate the Black Panther Party and endorse it with people who are not even in the Black Panther Party. That's because, let's be real. What you think? The gangbangers, the Bloods, and the Crips. Well, what does Crip really stand for? Community resistance in progress. Why did that come about? It's an all faction of the Black Panther Party. Why? Because cops been killing us for a long time. It ain't nothing new. You know? Blood, same thing. You know, so it ain't nothing new. Like, it's beautiful to see that the wave of all this technology, people can't make up. You can't make up stuff no more. Cops can't make up stuff. White people can't make up stuff. Can't nobody make up the rhetoric for prejudice, murder, and hide behind the law. Because see, what's happening is, and this is why most of us really are silent about stuff like this. It's simple and plain. You're not gonna mess with no grown black man like that. Most cops are scared. See, the difference between cops and racist cops and racist white people who pull this shit and get away with it is this. They call for backup with adults. That's what they do. See, that's why Rodney King got beat the way he did. They call for backup with adults. With kids, they just shoot first. Because they don't feel like nobody's going to stand up to them. Why? Because a lot of them feel like people are raised by single mothers and mama ain't going to do nothing but cry and daddy ain't around. So it's a freebie if you can blame it on drugs or gangs. Now, but the funny part about stuff like this is, see, I'm going to tell you racist people out there, I'm going to put a little secret on y'all. Mexicans know this. Puerto Ricans know this. I could even say something. Now Italians don't know it as well anymore, but they used to know it. But Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Spanish people, Latin, Hispanics know this. Once you open up that can of racism, these crazy cops use it on everybody, even white people. They just ain't start killing their kids yet. But I seen some things that you can see it's in the works. It's coming. Just like the guy that got shot walking out in the chest, walking outside the that Chicken Hardee's or whatever a couple months back. That was the setup. I got a police dog. Why not just let my dog go? No, 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 no. I'm gonna let my dog bark, and then I'm with my gun drawn so I can shoot. That's the setup. You know what I'm saying? Just like and this is how I'm gonna tell you how I know. If you get on the internet and you get on YouTube and you get on some of these old cop shows, go to these. They have videos out here of police chases when they catch white people. They'll talk to these cats. These cats will dig in their car, pull out a gun or a rifle, and start shooting at the police. And who's just there yelling and screaming and running off and trying to shoot back? The police. See, even white people got comfortable with that shit. And they know they can get away with popping around in a cop. Now the cops figured it out like, wait a minute. We done made our own people too damn comfortable. So you know what? What goes around comes around. And what's going to happen is now it's going to come around with everybody. It's coming though. But this guy, George Zimmerman, here's the truth about George Zimmerman. And this is the truth in my eyes about why ain't nobody charged him yet. Because his dumb ass ain't got enough money to flee the country. They just gave him running time. And he's too stupid to leave. And if he left, he'd be in worse shit. So, since he's going to stay, they're going to make it federal. Going to lock him up. And get ready to take some, how that guy said it in a funny movie? It's going to be like a train going through a little bitty hole for the rest of your life, partner. Peace.